More businesses added to the list of possible public exposures in Vancouver. Maria Yunquina reports from Vancouver.
Vancouver Coastal Health has issued warning of new COVID-19 exposure at downtown Foot Locker store. In addition to previously announced potential exposures at a couple of restaurants, bars, and some flights. Health officials say exposure at Foot Locker and Robson Street occurred during business hours on August 4 and 5. And although the possibility of exposure has been deemed low risk, anyone who was at the retailer on those dates is being asked to self-monitor for symptoms. Vancouver Coastal Health has also expanded several public exposures that were previously announced, such as Pierre's Champagne Lounge and West Oak Restaurant. Anyone who visited either of the two restaurants between July 31st and August 7 may have been exposed to the virus. Advisories have also been issued for passengers on several flights arriving at or leaving from Vancouver that are being identified as having possible COVID-19 cases on board. Affected flights include Alaska Airlines flight from Seattle on July 31st and United Airlines flight from San Francisco, as well as Air Canada flight from Vancouver to Montreal on August 1st. Meanwhile, the health officials have reported 131 new cases of COVID-19 over the past 3 days, with no new deaths. Reporting from Vancouver, this has been Maria Yunquina, SMNI News, Canada.
As the school reopened this fall, the province is unceasingly updating their protocols, getting into great details on what to do with symptomatic student and staff. Amor Lubante for the details.
The government of Saskatchewan has issued guidelines for addressing students showing COVID-19 symptoms at school. School staff will need to assign an isolation area within the school premises for symptomatic students who are unable to immediately get picked up. The student's teacher must alert the school official to usher the student to the isolation area. The staff member should maintain at least 2 meters distance with the students presenting symptoms of the virus, should wear face mask and face shield during interaction. The students will also be given a mask and asked to use it as long as it is safe for him or her to do so. Student's guardian will be contacted immediately to pick up the child from the school. Staff will inform public health of the situation. Teacher or staff is not allowed to transport the child from the school. Health officials will conduct an assessment on the situation, then will direct the school what to do next. Isolation area must be disinfected by non-teaching staff. The school official must organize a team that will regularly clean and sanitize the classrooms and desks. Teaching staff will keep records of seating arrangement to help possible contact tracing efforts. If a teacher develops symptoms consistent with COVID-19, the teacher should right away notify the designated school official, leave the school facility, and the school cleaning and disinfecting procedures will take place. Reporting from Saskatchewan, this has been Amor Lubante, SMNI News, Canada.
Alberta will shift to the national version of COVID-19 tracing app, although there is no clear timeline on when that will happen. Jeremy Pasion reports from Calgary.
The province has confirmed its decision to switch into COVID alert, which is currently only active in Ontario, but soon will be rolling out across the country. And Health Ministry Press Secretary Steve Wicks stated that the province sees the benefit of joining in a single system across the nation. In July, Premier Jason Kenney had stated that the provincial government had trouble negotiating with Apple and Google on solving the issue of the development of the application that will help detect the COVID-19 cases. Furthermore, the federal government was involved in the negotiations and intentionally delayed the fix. According to Alberta Health, there are currently about 234,000 registered users on ABT Race Together, and the province has been spending around $650,000 to develop the application. But the federal website COVID Alert said it allows those outside of Ontario to download the application, and that people in the region will report a diagnosis. Also, users will be alerted if they are nearby. It uses Bluetooth technology and runs into phone's background. The application records a possible exposure if two people are within 2 meters of each other for more than 15 minutes. When anyone with the application gets COVID-19 diagnosed, they may choose to report it in the system. The application would then notify people who came into contact with that person without telling users who the person who tested positive was. As of August 2, more than 1.18 million Canadians had downloaded the federal application. Je suis Jackie May Passion pour la reporte ici en Calgary, Alberta, SMNI News, Canada.